Hello, this is Rudy on duty at Beechwood Realty. Hey, I have the unique opportunity today to talk with Adrian Piecho, who's one of the co-owners of Beechwood Realty. And Adrian, I think I've known you for maybe like 12 years, 13 years, somewhere around there.
Yes.
And Adrian has quite a success story. He came into business, I think, 2002, and with a background in engineering, in mechanical engineering, I believe,
Programming.
and programming. And so he had a real analytical mind, examined the real estate business, and just knocked the ball out of the park. I don't know how many times you probably did 100 plus transactions. You and your
Couple
partner,
of years.
yeah, you
For
and
a
your
couple of years.
you and Mary Cruz, your wife, right? Just a
Yeah.
two-man team.
Yeah.
So anyway, I wanted you to hear from Adrian uh, what he decided to do years ago. Even after all the success, he decided to open his own company. And so, Adrian, tell us why you decided to do that, and what would differentiate Beechwood from what was out there.
Well, in 2007, as you know, the market fell.
Hmm.
The end of 2006, the market was in trouble. By 2007, there were not really a lot of sales. People were underwater. People were not making it. The real estate market had plummeted. Realtors were scrambling, trying to find a way of surviving in this market. We were not alone. We were not the only ones. There were a few that had planned ahead or that knew that the tsunami of foreclosures were coming and they prepared themselves for it. But for the most part, most real estate agents were not prepared for what was coming. So I went to a different company. I was working for a previous company before, well, for a different company.
Hmm.
I went to a different company. What I found is that all these companies, all they care was about their bottom line.
Mm.
They were all interested in just making money for themselves.
Okay.
And they really didn't care for the realtor. So we thought, hey, why don't we open up a company that really cares about the realtor? If you're successful, if you make money, by default, the company is going to be making money.
Makes sense.
Makes sense.
Mm.
But now I don't have to, take all the profits out of it like most companies do.
Okay.
So if we can actually have a good combination where we have knowledge, to be able to train you, impact you in your business, and on top of that, give you a better split so that you can actually withstand the adversity of the market and be able to put in more money for you and your family, wouldn't that be an interesting proposition?
Absolutely.
As we would say, is realtors working with other realtors or realtors
Helping
as
realtors really kind of the mentality,
exactly.
right? Since you are in fact a realtor still.
Exactly. I mean, it's hard to put it on words because it's something that you don't think about all the time.
Yeah, yeah.
And this is not scripted. So since it is not scripted, I got to think about these things because for me, it's like second nature. We opened the company to help other realtors just like we were.
Yeah.
And we were successful doing that. Now, we were the only company in the day, we were the only company that had, the philosophy of work that we do. And still today, there's no other company that actually has the same mentality, the same philosophy, the same way of working, technology wise and otherwise.
Okay. Okay. I do remember when you guys opened that I believe you were the first one to have just so many computers available to agents, big screen TVs all over the place.
That's
To
another
help the
thing, though.
clients.
Most companies, in order to make it profitable, they need to have only one printer for the entire company. Here we got five.
Okay.
And in other companies, they have a computer in a conference room that doesn't work. Here we got a computer for you as an agent to see what you're doing and a big screen TV in the back so that you can actually talk to, your client and they can see and there's transparency. When we did all of that back in 2008 or the beginning of 2000, yeah, the beginning of 2008, people were not accustomed to that stuff.
Hmm.
Even today, there's a few companies that are doing what we're doing.
Yeah.
You know, conference rooms. I mean, not conference rooms, but computer rooms.
Yeah.
In most offices, they only have 6 or maybe 4 computers. Here we got 17 computers,
Right.
so that all the real estate agents that are coming in just for an hour or so, or they don't have their computer, they can come in, sit down, and they're fully upgraded so they can have access to everything they need.
Okay. So technology, training, and definitely your experience and many other agents like you that are here to help new agents or
That's another thing, though. Unlike other companies where they don't share, what's made them successful and what they're doing to thrive in this market, we actually share all that information,
Okay.
with each other.
Yeah.
We're not going to be competing with each other. We're all competing with each other though, but you're not going to compete the same way anyways, because you're going to be able to you connect with somebody else at a different level. You and I can be talking to the same person, but they may like you better than I do, than they would with me,
Okay.
right?
Yeah, absolutely. Now, so in 2007, you guys really came out, really only people to do what you do, pay people the way that you pay, provide the resources that you did. And
That's
now,
another thing.
I know I don't want to let the cat out of the bag, but I know you got something big around the horizon that's going to even further just promote Beechwood as a premier company in the Inland Empire. Are you excited about
I
that?
am excited. For a number of years, we were looking, left and right, up and down, for a different company that can help us be a hybrid company. Stay the way we are, because most people that are here and around the city like the fact that we open the company the way we open it. The pay structure that we give them is great, but they still want more tools and technology. Now, most other companies say that they have tools and technology, but tools and technology doesn't mean diddly squat if they're not really in tune with today's market.
Okay.
Today's market is a social media market.
Mm-hmm.
So we were looking for about 3 years for a different company that can actually help us create the tools and systems that we needed. Well, guess what? They already had them.
Awesome.
And therefore, right now, we're going to be the only company in the Inland Empire that can actually offer that pretty soon. We're in the works, doing all the stuff that we need to do in order to bring in that into this company and make it work for you. And we're going to be spearheading the market again, just like we did in 2008.
Awesome. Now, I know you can't say too much more about that, but I just want to thank you for spending this time and talking to our whoever might see this video. And Beechwood Realty, we're on the map in 207, and it's going to be even a bigger spot on the map
In
later time this
2015.
year.
In 2015, pretty soon.
All right. So, hey, this is Rudy on duty. Stay tuned for the next video, and thank you for watching and listening.